did not really mention about me just now. I'm Kartini Ilyas, a senior lecturer and clinical psychologist from UiTM, Faculty of Health Sciences, to be specific. And I'm also a clinical and research fellow of in Genius Kurnia. So Genius Kurnia actually is one of an early intervention center for child with autism, and it is fully funded by government. It's under Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia and the KPM. All right. So let me begin. Okay, this is the content and objective of our today's session. Basically, I will go broad, talking about understanding and challenges of being a parent, and we move into more specific in understanding about the impact of the presence and also common reaction in parenting a child with ASD, and moving into identifying the best treatment and intervention for children with ASD, and last but not least, very important aspect as well, where people always overlook on this part about the self-compassion. So my slide will be in English, but my session will be bilingual because I prepare in English in case there will be international participants. Tapi bila saya tengok the list tadi, I think banyak yang local lah, so I'll go bilingual. Alright. Alright, so I will start with these quotes. This is one of the quotes, I think very nice and deep quotes that I took from the internet. Being a parent is learning about the strength that you didn't know you had and dealing with fears you didn't know existed. Kan? Bila kita baca, bila kita hayati, and it really relate to us as a parent. Kan? Being a parent is hugely rewarding, but it also takes hard work. Kan? If you are the first time parents, or maybe your child is the first time being diagnosed with certain health or medical conditions. So banyak benda yang you didn't know, or you discover yourself, the strength and also your capabilities along the way you become a parent. And the feeling of fears, the feeling of worries when you got the title as a parent, perasaan tu akan ada. Okay, from time to time, tak kira sama ada anak typical ataupun anak yang special needs, kan? The feeling of worries ada kat situ. Okay? Across their developmental stages, kan? Masa kecil, kita worry sebab macam mana anak ni akan membesar, bila dia sakit dan sebagainya. Bila dia masuk alam persekolahan, you know that feeling is still there. How is going to cope in the school? Boleh tak ada berkawan kat sekolah, boleh tak ikut mata pelajaran di sekolah, kan? And going to college, bila dia dah going into the adulthood, lain pula rasa, but is there, kan? So, because being a parent study, there are many changes lah in our everyday routines, kan? Okay, kalau yang saya cakap tadi, the first time parents too, you go through the sleepless night, kan? Ada lagi tidur yang indah, diulit mimpi indah tu tak tahulah bila last time, kan? And your emotional commitment, kan? Financial issue dan sebagainya lah. Okay, so there is a time yang kita rasa we stop and we feel blur, tak tahu apa sebenarnya nak buat, kan? Then at that time we started to question lah, kan? Why me? Why this happened to me? Why it happened to my family? Kenapa anak saya? Kenapa keluarga saya, kan? Tapi sebenarnya kalau kita reflect balik, that is basically a process lah that we go through in parenting, kan? We will go through the trial and errors, the good and bad days. Benda tu semua ada. And the good news that I would like to tell of you, it is actually common. Kan? It's actually common. Jangan rasa yang bila terjadi pada kita adalah bad parents. Keluarga kita adalah keluarga yang paling malang. So, try to put that thinking or that mentality to aside. It's common to take a while to feel uncomfortable. It's common to take a while to feel comfortable and gain confidence in your role as a parent. Right. Okay, in general, these are two basic principles in parenting. Okay? Parenting don't come with the instruction manual. And you have to remember that your kids don't come as a one-size-fits-all. Okay? Neither do parents. Okay. So, on this note, then we must understand that parenting is much a business that evolving and growing along with the child. Okay? You develop, you learn, you remain flexible through the various stages in their life. Okay? you need to learn certain skills, kan? So skills that required when you are parent to a typically developing children might be different from a skills that required when you are a parent to special needs children. So it's very crucial to look at the various stages, kan, in their life, to see the differences in their development milestone. Even if you look closer to your family, kan, every child in the family itu is different, kan? So this is the concept of individual differences. Apply to all people in this world, kan? Individual differences. Walaupun adik-beradik daripada ibu bapa yang sama, tapi mereka punya karakter yang berbeza, kan? Personality yang berbeza, dipengaruhi oleh pelbagai faktor lah. Alright? So remember this, parents. Okay, remember this. Tak ada satu instruction manual. You have to create your own instruction manual lah for your family members. And at the same time, in your instruction manual, you have to remember that individual is unique in their own ways. Okay? Alright. So let's have a look what science says, okay, about parenting and parenting a child with special needs. Okay? There are a lot of studies that have been done in the field of parenting. Okay? Memang it is a given. Parenting is hard work. Kan? Or once you get the titles of parents, you shoulder a myriad of challenging responsibilities in raising your generation. Kan? And this responsibility will long stretch into their adulthood. However, it is funny also, it's found out that having children also provide adults with sense of purpose and meaning in life. Kan? Some more if you are parent to a child with special needs. Kan? Lagilah. Okay, bila you raising a child with special needs, it will double up your challenges. It will double up, triple up your stressors, kan? Not level of care and stress are higher, but it extend into your family dynamics. Kan? Dia boleh menyebabkan ada konflik dalam keluarga, with your spouse, kan? Dengan anak-anak, dengan extended family dan lain-lain. Okay? Right. Okay, now moving into when you get to know that your child is diagnosed with special needs. Okay, regardless of when your child receives diagnosis or what type of diagnosis of your child. Common reaction, okay, always be strong and often traumatic. Itu yang akan berlaku, kan? So, does it wrong with that? Okay. Is it wrong to feel those kind of emotion? And because I think we are not prepared to receive a news that our child have problem. And no parents is prepared to those kind of news. So that's why the common reaction mesti sedih, mesti upset. Kan? So tak salah untuk kita go through that ataupun rasa that feeling. So allow yourself to be upset. Okay, allow yourself to feel however you are feeling. Okay, so cuma at the same time, after that you need to remember that you are the person that going to help your children. So that's why you selepas you dah merasa semua, you dah alami rasa-rasa itu semua, you need to move to the next step in order to help your child. So it's common to feel a wide range of feelings, but remember there always way or something that can help you. Okay, try to get support. Like for instance, try to get support from the caring family members and close friends. Believe me, there are always people that want to help you. Okay, want to listen to you. Cuma kadang-kadang kita je yang rasa tak ada orang nak dengar kita, ataupun kita tak nak menyusahkan orang, so we just keep it to ourselves. And then bila kita berhadapi dengan situasi sebegini, kan, it always happens. We find that our couples, our partner lah, spouse, they react differently from us, kan? Different respond, and oleh disebabkan itu kita rasa a bit frustrating lah. Rasa macam kenapa macam tu, kenapa macam ni. So we started to ask many questions. And on this note, you need to remember that the way people grieve is different. Okay, the way people adapt with the situation too is different ways, kan? So in this case, you need to be sensitive to others' differences and work together on some common goals for your child. Barulah kita boleh move on. Okay? And I also would like to share with all of you, when you are dealing with those kind of emotion, you tak boleh nak put aside those emotions. You need to deal with the emotion. Barulah you boleh move on. Right. So now we go more specific in understanding how hard is it actually to be a parent or to parent a child with ASD. Kenapa? What are the factors yang menyebabkan the challenges are double kan, high level of stresses, well-being pun kalau tengok kajian menunjukkan parents well-being is very not good. So what are the factors? Ini yang kita perlu faham as a parent sendiri, dan juga maybe kalau kita ahli keluarga yang nak membantu kakak ke adik kita yang mempunyai anak-anak yang ada autism lah. First and foremost, we have to look at the ASD characteristic. We have to understand the ASD characteristic at the first place. Kan? ASD characteristic. Bagaimana kanak-kanak yang ada ASD ni? What basically the symptoms that they experience? Because kalau kita tengok by nature, kids with autism, they look normal. Kan? With their cute face, cheeky face, kan? They look normal in terms of their face and appearance. Kalau kids yang memang ada genetic disorders, for instance Down syndrome kan, you already can see from their face. Okay, from their appearance, you dah boleh tahu, oh anak ni ada masalah Down syndrome. Kalau you tengok pada kanak-kanak yang cerebral palsy, you already know they have cerebral palsy kan, from their physical. Blind, nampak. Okay, kalau ada masalah with the deaf pun you boleh nampak kan. But with the ASD, you susah untuk identify that the kids sebenarnya ada masalah. Okay, but when you look closer, when you look into their way of their communication, when you look at the way that they processing the information, okay, ataupun dia punya socialization, there you go. So masa itulah people start to stare at your kids kan, bila your kids meltdown in the mall for instance. Okay, when you go back to your hometown, kan, the grandparents started to ask, kenapa ya Adam tak boleh mix around dengan cousins dia? Okay, kenapa dan kenapa? Banyak persoalan sebegitulah yang akan dilontarkan kepada parents kan. So that's why lah kalau kita as a parent, kalau parents yang ada anak ASD, you yourself kena cari so banyak information mengenai ASD karakteristik. Why your child behave in this way? Kenapa dia susun the toys in this way? Kenapa dia ada masalah sebegini, dia react macam ni dan macam ni. So you need to understand the ASD karakteristik. Barulah you boleh terangkan kepada orang lain. Okay. Secondly, inadequate availability of treatment and intervention. Kan? Bila kita cakap, memang tak dinafikan lah. Okay, in our country, Malaysia is developing country kan. Memang kita masih belum mempunyai the treatment ataupun intervention center yang mencukupi. Even kalau tengok di jenis kurnia pun, setakat ini kita hanya ada satu. Baru je ada branch di Putrajaya satu for jenis kurnia, that kata for child with autism lah. That is early intervention pada kanak-kanak yang berumur 4 hingga 6. Okay. Tapi selepas itu, itulah sekolah pun belum mencukupi, belum really adequate lah. Cikgu belum mempunyai satu sistem yang boleh membantu kanak-kanak autism secara spesifik di sekolah kan. Dan bila scientific studies mengatakan there is no cure for autism spectrum disorder, then there is currently no medication to treat it. Okay, there is actually strong finding where I've got challenged by many parents lah during my practice kan. Of course, as a parent, you akan rasa you akan buat apa saja untuk memastikan bahawa anak you sembuh. Kan? Bila cakap there is no cure tu rasa macam something yang kenapa kita tanya dan kita akan rasa macam kita akan berusaha untuk cari. Sebab cakap, bila kita cakap pasal treatment for intervention, bila you dah faham tadi ASD karakteristik, barulah you can move to how to help your child. Kan? So, kita kena ingat yang ASD ini ialah lifelong condition. Kids with ASD, they will have neurodevelopmental disorder so throughout their life. However, the symptoms, their behavior can be managed kalau you start early intervention. Okay, so that's why lah kita ingat penyembuhan itu maknanya kalau ada treatment out there kan yang offer, okay, ni ada pills yang boleh menyembuhkan autism ataupun treatment yang dia buat ni boleh menghilangkan autism. So you have to be careful with that, parents. Okay? We need to remember that ASD ni di dalam spektrum. Certain child, dia tunjuk, they will show ataupun, okay, they have very mild symptoms, but for certain child, the symptoms is quite severe lah, for symptoms. So each child is unique. Okay? When you meet one person with autism, you meet one person with autism. Across, bila saya di jenis kulit, you boleh tengok, there is no one like, the traits tu mungkin ada, the symptom tu sama, tapi in term of level of severity tu different. Okay. Next ialah community understanding. Okay, community understanding. Inilah kita rasa macam masyarakat tak boleh faham kan apa yang kita lalui. And kita boleh tengok akhir-akhir ni saya rasa kita dah nampak the growing of awareness happen in our community. Kan community kita dah start aware. Kalau you sebut autism pun bukanlah alien words lagi kan. Oh, autism. Cuma cakap autism, budak suka mengamuk. Itu je lah yang kita nak betulkan persepsi masyarakat kan. Bukan autism budak suka mengamuk. Tak. There is a reason why they display that kind of behavior. Itulah tugas kita untuk educate parents yang ada autism. You have knowledge, you learn, then you educate people around you, your family members, your colleagues about the fact of autism. It's not the myth about autism kan. Myth of autism tu macam tu lah. Bila autism, orang akan selalu cakap autism budak suka mengamuk. Autism tantrum. Tapi sebenarnya there is a reason why they behave that way kan. Right. And then as a community, as a people in the society, as a person in society, in community, how basically we can help this parent. Kan kalau kita tengok ada happen to be, for instance, you go to the mall, tiba-tiba you tengok dalam restoran tengah makan, tiba-tiba satu meja sebelah you, anak dia tantrum, anak dia nak down. Kan? So what you can do to help? Kan? Paling yang orang cakap yang paling apa yang boleh yang kita boleh lakukan ialah stop your judgment towards them. Kan? Stop our judgment towards the parents. Kita rasa macam kenapa macam ni? So the way we stare at the parents tu kan, at the family tu pun kita boleh as a community lah ni, macam mana kita boleh buat kan. So at least di situ pun kita dah boleh perbetulkan sedikit macam mana kita memandang mereka kan. Mungkin kita nak offer help, kita pun tak tahu how to help kan. Tapi kalau you rasa macam there is opportunity for you to help a bit, so go and help if you dare to do so kan. At least apa community boleh buat untuk help these parents. Paling senang, stop your judgment towards them. Right? Next ialah support system. Support system sangat penting. Whether dalam apa-apa keadaan, you are the typical parents pun, you need the support system. Kan? Apatah lagi bila you parents a child with ASD. Kan? Bila you ada anak, live to one person only. You must be a good buddy with your spouse, either husband or wife lah. Kan? In general, kita selalu tengok mother lah is a primary caretaker. That's why kalau banyak kerja pun dia menunjukkan mother have higher levels of stress. Kan? Cuma dalam saya punya practice, saya punya clinical practice, I do find, I did meet ada yang father that came to me and dia cakap dia yang full caretaker pun ada. Cuma what I'm going to highlight here, the most important part ialah support system ni daripada pasangan sendiri. Itu yang paling utama. Kan? And then later on you extend to the other siblings, family, kan? Siblings dan keluarga yang terdekat lah. Okay, lepas tu extended family members. Ini dulu yang kalau kita boleh create the awareness, understanding, this will be a good support system. Dan kita boleh tengok kalau kanak-kanak autism itu, mereka if they have a good support system, their progress in terms of the behavioral, in terms of like responding to intervention tu will be better compared to those kids yang memang ada ataupun lack in terms of supportive parents ataupun family members lah. Okay, okay, so that basically the support system. Kita fokus kepada yang dekat dengan kita, spouse, family members. Okay, itu yang paling utama. Alright.